Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us today for a great day. We're here to celebrate the opening of BOXAROO, one of the Jumpstart Incubator on-campus clients. It's kind of funny because I'm not the best public speaker, and I was trying to figure out how to start this off. And then on the way in today, I actually got in a car accident, and I literally rear-ended my high school sweetheart. No lie, I haven't seen her in a couple decades. But the funny thing is, after we exchanged information, I remembered, yeah, the first business I started was with her. When I was in 11th grade, we started a lawn care business, H&S Landscaping. So, serendipity, or whatever you might call that, is very ironic. But I digress. The incubator, as most of you know, is a collaboration between the foundation, the Berks County Community Foundation, and the Small Business Development Center of Kutztown. Thanks to the vision of Kevin Murphy and the hard work of Frankie Aitken, the Senior Vice President, they really got the facilities off the ground. And also thank you to our founding sponsor, Norm Heilman's here from Customers Bank, who gave us a very nice check to build out the facility. And from there, we kind of hit the ground running. The SBDC handles the program side of the incubator, and that includes myself as well as some other SBDC support staff, and a handful down here. We have about 6 of our 11 grad students that we get from Kutztown University. So thank you to Dr. Ceballos for providing the graduate students for us. They're a huge help. They helped Dave, in this case, design the logo, do all the marketing material, and kind of wheel out his business. They also helped him put together the loan documents necessary for a loan application, and he was successful in getting a Small Business Administration 7A loan to start his business. He got that through First Trust and Carl Bieber. Thank you. So with that in mind, this is Dave's day. I want to thank everybody for coming here, and I'm going to hand it off to Dave and let him talk about BOXAROO.
So you told me I have 2.5 hours now to tell you about myself. No, I'm really excited about opening BOXAROO. When I was little, I was always excited about Christmas for about a month ahead of time, and it's been the same way with this. We spent a lot of time, working on the concept. But I'm just going to go a little bit over, if you don't know me or know my history, I'm a serial entrepreneur. And I just love creating businesses. When I was little, I would sell stuffed animals to kids on the back of the bus, just so I could sit with the cool kids. Or my parents, my dad, always owning his own business, he got me a pallet of wrapping paper. And so I went around the neighborhood with my brother and sister, and we would sell wrapping paper door to door. And I've been able to do lots of businesses. Custom framing store, our family stone business, and the past 6 years we've been working with 1-800-GOT-JUMP. We purchased a franchise in Lancaster, and now we've expanded across a large part of Pennsylvania, and we're now actually the 10th largest in total revenue for 1-800-GOT-JUMP out of 180 franchises over Canada, the US, and Australia. So we're really proud of everything we did with that. And I'm sure if you've driven around, you've seen our signs on the side of the road, maybe our guys wearing blue wigs dancing, creating a buzz, or us on TV with orders, or local TV station, TV commercials. But a little bit ago, I came up with a painted picture where we were talking about what our business is going to look like in 2016. And we wanted to be able to create opportunities for our 35 plus employees so that they could grow. And we said, okay, well, we want to actually have 5 different brands by 2016. We want to do $10 million in sales, which was a big thing since we were only doing about $700,000 in sales. A big goal. So BOXAROO is our first one. And we looked at buying a franchise. We looked at a lot of different things, but we decided we were going to go it alone and create something from scratch and use some of our creative and fun ideas. It's been interesting. It's taken me a long time to get this thing rolling. We moved in here back in May. I think it might be my ADD, which everybody here can attest to. Always come up with a new idea or new thought. but we've had a lot of really great help with the Jumpstart Incubator, all the students, and we're really excited about this. And it's a great product. It really sells itself. Everybody who's been using them, renting them, have just raved about how easy they are to use and how great of a product. Plus, you know, it saves you time. You don't have to go out and shop for boxes. Saves you money because they don't cost as much as boxes, and you don't have to worry about your stuff getting damaged. It's better for the environment. So it's a win-win on every single opportunity. And I think as an entrepreneur, when other people see pain or suffering like playing with boxes, I see opportunities and things that we can move forward. But we're really excited about this. When we were starting, we had offices in Lancaster, and we thought we might start there, but you know, through the different organizations with Reading Beautification and the Calvary Community Center and the Earth Day Committee. There we go. Good job, Rory. That's our intern, Rory.
From Cornell, not Kutztown.
Kutztown people wouldn't do that type of stuff. He's been instrumental in helping us get this thing going. But we were looking at starting in Lancaster, and we just felt that Reading has a bad rap. And you hear about so many negative things, but we know that this thing's going to take off. This is going to be a huge thing. And we know that there's a lot of great people here in Reading, and they come alongside us to help us, you know, build this up. And we're really excited that we can build a world-class brand built right here from Reading, and put us on the map. I mean, we're already on the map for lots of things, and there's lots of other really awesome companies here. But you know, I just really I like to be able to tell people, you know, hey, we're from Reading. And we've overcome a lot. So thank you again for coming. Thank you. Please help tell the word, because you know, people talking about it, somebody's moving or whatever, is how we're going to generate our business.
And I don't know how you managed it, but Dave actually undersold himself quite a bit there. He has been very active in the Jumpstart program. In addition to just getting this business off the ground, maintaining his other business, his existing business, which does over $2 million, and was also started on an SBA loan. He also does a lot of community. He's always giving back to. He works with Habitat for Humanity, Souls for Souls. Pretty much anywhere he can, he's always giving back to the community. In fact, we have 35 students coming in tomorrow from Wilson's Future Business Leaders of America. And we're going to do a kind of a mini boot camp on entrepreneurialism with them tomorrow. So, good. Okay, next, I'd like to take a couple minutes. As I mentioned, we, the SBDC, we're based out of Kutztown University. So I just wanted to ask the president of the university, Dr. Ceballos, to come up and say a few words.
Thanks. It's a real pleasure for me to be here this morning and just to congratulate David in this fabulous new enterprise. When you describe yourself as a serial entrepreneur, I think that is exactly what we need, people like you that are always thinking about what is the next step, what is the next business. Kutztown University, as you know, is the public regional institution here. And as such, we always feel that we have a responsibility and an obligation to give back to the community, because that is part of who we are. Our Small Business Development Center is one of the ways that we really are engaged in that giving back to the community and engaging with our region and fulfilling that obligation that we have. So we are delighted that we are here. We're delighted that our SBDC is doing so many things. This incubator project, the Latino Entrepreneurial Center, all these kind of things that have been helping create businesses in the area, in the county. So I'm just here to congratulate you and to say that as part of Kutztown, we're delighted that you are doing this. And if I ever move, I'm going to have to get some extra.
We can be there tomorrow.
Karaoke.
Everything.
That you don't want to hear. As I mentioned, Dave has been assisted greatly in starting 2 of his businesses thanks to SBA loans. The Small Business Administration, part of the federal government, they're around to help our small businesses. And we are very fortunate today to have one of the new regional administrators with us. In addition to providing small business loans, they also do programs which help promote economic development. For example, the Jobs Act of 2010 was very instrumental in allowing the Small Business Development Center to provide the support that we do. So we're very honored and pleased to welcome Natalia Olson, I was going to mess up this second part of Urteco. Natalia Olson Urteco, the regional administrator for the Mid-Atlantic region for the Small Business Administration, can come up and say a few words.
Sure. Great, good morning.
Good morning.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
I feel so short. Well, thank you
Well,
again.
actually, here we got.
You do?
We do.
Oh, I love that.
See, I didn't actually.
Well, thank you for inviting me here today. This is one of the best parts of my job, is to be able to come and visit our SBDCs and be able to celebrate, folks like you, Dave. Congratulations. And I, in my past life, I was a serial entrepreneur as well. But I worked a lot with the government. And when I came on board, I thought, this is perfect. This is something that I really, really care about. How do I help commercialize our companies? How do we help America stay successful? And how do we go ahead and have that entrepreneurial spirit be constantly supported? Startup America is one of our major programs. The president, I was appointed by the president, and it's my job to be able to make the programs and policies that he has put in place successful. Startup America has been a great program where we're actually partnering, which is something that you've been doing really well here, having a great collaboration, a public-private partnership, not only with the foundation, with the universities, and I'm just excited that we have here, Mayor Vaughn, thank you for being so supportive. Christian Conroy, he's our small business leader for Pennsylvania, Ernie Post, and Scott Schaefer. I really, really appreciate everything that you all do here for our small companies. Dave is a great example. He received, I think, $210,000 SBA loan, and then he got a little bit more later on. And so we need to go ahead and make sure that we do the marketing and outreach that helps him be able to tell his story. We need to go ahead and make sure that other entrepreneurs follow his model, and probably have him as a role model for all of us. 2 in every 3 Americans work for a small business. The small business community is the backbone of this country, and we need to go ahead and make sure that we support them as best as we can. So I'm going to be traveling here a lot. I tend to be very hands-on. I have, I tell everyone 24/7. I keep small business hours. You can call me anytime, email me anytime. I think that folks around my team already know that. I get emails at midnight. I'm like, I have a good idea. I think we need to work on this. And one of the things that I really want us to really do in my region is to first, to help our startup community. Second, be able to figure out other markets. We have an amazing Latino culture and community here. We have an amazing array of opportunities in emerging markets when we talk about exporting. I was just telling Dave, I moved around the world. I grew up all over the world. And boy, these would have been great for my mom to use, because it was just boxes after boxes. And today I can see that we've been using it in the State Department, helping families move around the world. Helping emerging markets like Brazil and Mexico and Chile, something that we can relate to as Hispanics, and be able to open that market and help Dave figure out how we can have better presence across the world. So today, I just want to congratulate you. I want to thank all of you for having me here today. Again, the SBA is here to stand by your side, to work with you. And our resource partners like the SBDCs and our SCORE chapters and our universities are just amazing partners that we will continue to work together to better support you in the best way we can. So thank you. Muchas gracias.
Thank you, Natalia. On the federal government side, I have some proclamations that I'm going to be sharing with David later. but we'll do that separately to save time. But Senator Toomey, as well as Representative Pitts, sent proclamations along. So we'll be sharing those later. On the state side, we also received a proclamation from the governor, but which I'll be sharing with you. But we do have a representative from Senator Schwenk's office, Tom Dunbar. Tom's been, wow, 1986, 87?
87.
Right out of high school.
Yep.
He worked with...
College.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to make you younger. Tom worked with the late Senator O'Pake, and then transitioned to Judy's team. And it's an honor to have him here to speak on behalf of the senator and say a few words.
We're doing a lot of sharing later, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I have something to share with you then, too. If I pull this out, I'll be 6 foot tall for the first time in my life.
Well, yeah, let's get it going.
No.
Tom, you know you want to say.
I'm just here to read a letter from Senator Schwank. She couldn't be here today. She's in Harrisburg, but on behalf of the senator, I'd like to read this. Dear David, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate you on your official launch of your new business venture, BOXAROO. Although I would have loved to have been at your ribbon cutting ceremony this morning, legislative duties necessitate that I be in Harrisburg today. Nonetheless, please accept my best wishes for success. If necessity is the mother of invention, then entrepreneurial spirit and vision are the engines that make our economy grow. You certainly have created a unique idea and are making it a reality. BOXAROO fills a growing need in an industry and does it in an economical, environmentally friendly way. Your new venture holds the potential for tremendous growth, and I am confident that with your hard work, energy, and enthusiasm, you will achieve tremendous success. I'm especially pleased to know that you've worked so closely and successfully with Kutztown University, the Kutztown University Small Business Development Center, the Jumpstart Incubator, First Community Foundation to bring your new idea to life. These are the kind of partnerships that are key to the continued growth of our local and state economies. Again, congratulations, and if I can ever be of help with you in any matters involving state government, please let me know. Thank you.
Our program, the Jumpstart Incubator, also gets a lot of support through the state, through the Department of Community Economic Development, and we are partially funded by their Neighborhood Assistance Program tax credit as well. So I just wanted to point that out. So we're moving now where we've reached the local level, and that would bring us to Mayor Vaughn Spencer. And Mayor, since you've taken over, I just want to thank you for everything that your office and your administration has done to help our program. We actually have the city zoning administrator as part of a monthly workshop that we do with actually Mary Lou Rodriguez Bauer, who's another one of our incubator clients, does the legal section. We handle the accounting finance section. And Craig Pfeiffer, who's the zoning administrator, handles the zoning. So that's worked out real well. And you've been very supportive of our program. So Mayor Spencer, if you wouldn't mind coming up and saying a few words. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you guys were coming up separate.
Yeah.
And
No, that's what people think.
President of City Council, that's the council.
But more importantly, it seems like everybody's dropping things.
We'll give you a new
pen. But first of all, let me just say that I want to say thank you to the Kutztown Small Business Development Center, the Berks County Community Foundation, and also Jumpstart, which have really become partners with us here in the city of Reading, and the initiatives that we're looking at, because my message time and time again, and the message of the city of Reading, is that we want to become business friendly, and our objective is to support these initiatives, because it's all it's going to do is add to our community and add to the development of small businesses here in the city of Reading. And David, I've got two things to give to you.
One of them is a check.
One of them, everybody's turning over their things of recognition. But the other thing I want to give you is my business card, and if you turn that over, you'll see my phone number on there. Please don't hesitate to give me a call. That's my direct cell phone number. I think that, David, I really appreciate the fact that you decided to bring your business here to Reading. I agree with you 100%. We've got a great community here. Looking forward to working with you and your business. And I really like the logo. Some of us who might be my age, I'm 66, well 65, we'll be 66, but I can remember watching programs where you had boxing kangaroos. So I thought that was pretty unique logo itself. But again, thank you for your decision to be a part of our community, and again, to all the partners that made this happen. Let me just recognize some of the people from my administration over here. I have my CD director, Lennon Abudo, who's standing in the back of the crowd there. I have our historic preservationist, Amy Johnson, who's standing here also. And of course, mentioned by Craig Pfeiffer. So we're here to commit to the Jumpstart efforts, the Kutztown Small Business Development efforts, and any effort that's going to help us bring businesses here to our city. And so now I'm going to step aside and let my partner in crime here, Mr. Gasa, have some words.
I mean, it's so refreshing. This is the first time in many, many years that I've been in the city that we start a gathering among business community saying Buenos Dias. I mean, it is great. So, Doña Natalia Olsen, I welcome on behalf of council and the administration to our city. As you know probably by now, our city is big time full of Latino small businesses, and it is our goal to make our city a more friendly place to do business. So I hope that this is just the beginning of what we can do as partners. I think that that's what the city must become, and that's what the route that we're taking. From the perspective of council and me, Francis, as council president, it is my goal to make sure that anything that the mayor move forward that have to do with making sure that our small business goals are reached, we'll be there partnering with the mayor and the administration. So thank you, Mr. Weiss, for picking our city as the place for you to conduct your business, and hopefully we will be able to do this and many others. So thank you and welcome to our city.
Thank you.
Okay, just like to ask one more person to come up and say a few words. As I mentioned, David was able to start this new business by a small business 7A loan, and I just would like to invite Carl Bieber from First Trust to come up, because he's the one that helped get the loan for us.
Actually, that's a lie. Everybody that's in this room probably helped him in some format to get the loan. Thank you for the opportunity to be here today. I am Carl Bieber. I'm Director of SBA Business Development for First Trust Bank. Dave Wise and his BOXAROO business model was introduced to me by Scott and Mark Rentschler at a local breakfast one day, just trying to see what was going on, if there was any way First Trust could help area businesses with their financing needs. They introduced me to Dave. Upon meeting him, I was thoroughly impressed with everything that he had going on, his past successes, his detailed business plan that he developed, and being an established business owner, it was obvious Dave knew what it was going to take in order to be successful in this new venture and in this environment. BOXAROO's financial needs were typical of an SBA lending opportunity, and First Trust was excited to be part of that and part of that project. After reviewing all his financial business needs, First Trust, supported by an SBA guarantee, was able to offer BOXAROO financing to secure equipment, vehicles, inventory, and provide him some startup working capital, as most businesses usually need. Dave, we wish you well in your future adventure. I hope this is the last time I ever see all these boxes at one location. That is until we do the financing for your permanent warehouse and storage facility. Would probably be sooner rather than later. Again, best wishes in your new venture.
I forgot to say thank you. 'Cause, I mean, there has been a lot of really people that have really helped me out, and a lot of you are here. My dad in the back, hiding, he's helped me through the marketing program. My mother-in-law, which is a unique combination, helps me with running all junk, or she runs it, and I just sit there and make comments. My wife, who puts through a lot of craziness that I put her through all the time. And a lot of people here, Jim Hufford, I've bounced things off you, and actually I was talking with David Kim, I don't know where he is, but it was about a year, there he is, in the very back. He's running out the door right now. Just running over ideas a year and a half ago about this idea that we were coming up with. And there's just been so many people who have helped get this thing rolling. All the grad students, Rory, has spent a lot of hours. I mean, even Frankie last night, the Community Foundation, she came in here and she's been giving me advice different times when I come and talk to her, but literally we're in here drying off boxes and she's sitting here with a towel drying off boxes at 8 o'clock at night. I'm like, I can't believe that you're going this far to help us out. So thank you, Frankie, and the Community Foundation for letting me hang out here for 6 or 9 months before I left. Even upstairs.
You're taking these boxes with you. I'm not storing them.
And even the other clients up at the Jumpstart Incubator, we've had a lot of really great collaboration. Funny story is I actually emailed Frankie and said, do you know any intellectual property attorneys? I need to find one to be able to copyright our stuff. And she's like, why don't you just walk across the hall and talk to Mary Lou? I'm like, oh, does she do that? So yeah, that's her specialty. So yeah, there's been a lot of really great stuff happening here, and just really excited for everything. And thank you for everybody who came today. Really appreciate it greatly. And now we're going to cut the ribbon.
To wrap up, we'll be doing ribbon cutting over here. But before we do that, first of all, is there anybody in your family that does not own a business?
Yes, I'm sad to say.
I just wanted to. The one thing that was pointed out that Carl mentioned and that Dave said was that a lot of people in this room have helped David, and I think that goes for this businesses and all the businesses we're going to help moving forward as a community. There's a lot of organizations and a lot of partnerships out there. The ones Michael Rivera, who's in the back here, that's sits on our advisory board as well and runs the Catalyst for them from the Chamber of Commerce. There's your local SCORE chapter who we just did a workshop with. There's all these different organizations as well as the lenders. The First Trust as well as our program sponsors, like I said, Customers Bank and National Penn Bank. It's just working together, and to me it's not competition, it's cooperation, collaboration, and that's what's going to get us to revitalizing Reading as well as revitalizing our economy as a whole. So with that said, let's thank you all again for coming, and let's get over here and cut some ribbons.
Okay.
Yeah, go.
Go on to go.
Woo! Good job.